Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Cloud and Data with Kaushik. So today we have to discuss or we have some kind of hands-on part of data visualization with matplotlib. Okay, so this is very important in respect to that data chart visualization in the Python, and they have provided the matplotlib. Okay. And let's get started how we can do these things. Okay, so we have some CSV file, and from the CSV file we are going to infer some kind of visualization part, data visualization. Okay, so let's get started. I hope that I am audible to all of you, right? So today's topic is that we have to create some charts and the graph accordingly with the matplotlib. So you see that this is the official website of matplotlib. Okay, here you can get different kind of data and different kind of charts. Okay, like you can see, you can go the plot types, and the URL is matplotlib.org. Okay, and you can go the user guide. So right, I'm going to click the simple example. So you can see everything is there in our website, in the matplotlib website. Okay, so you have to import that matplotlib.pyplot as plt numpy, and then the examples are given there. So if you want to explore more things, so I suggest that please go on to the website, matplotlib website. Okay, and then you can get every details of the charts, the visualization part. And then what today we are going to do, I have two problem statement. That is very basic problem statement. Okay, so I am just going to incorporate as a hands-on part of this problem statement. Okay, so first we have to read the first problem statement is that you work in a XYZ corporation as a data analyst. Okay, your corporation has told you to visualize that carb.csv dataset with various plots. First, we have to understand the problem statement and tasks to be performed. That is, start off by inputting the carb.csv file into the Jupyter notebook. Generate a line plot graph for the column model and HP. Okay, and map the model column on the x-axis. Map the HP column on the y-axis, and provide the x-axis label as models of the car and provide the y-axis label as horsepowers of car. And we have to set some titles. Okay, so this is our first problem statement. Now my question is that where I'm going to write that this code, right? So first solution is that you can incorporate your Visual Studio Code and the Jupyter notebook. I already shared the installation part on session, right? So today's demo that I'm going to perform, and that is you can say Anaconda Cloud. Okay, so just go and write Anaconda Cloud over there. So Anaconda Cloud. Okay, now you can see the very first link, that is Cloud Data Science and Python tools for Anaconda. Okay, you just click over there, and you get this kind of interface, the landing page, right? And you can go and code online. So new features, so that you have to add it. So I already logged in. Okay, and launch your notebook. Okay, once you click on the launch your notebook, then it will redirect to that Jupyter notebook part. Okay, and you can see the Jupyter lab. Okay, So you no need to configure anything. The Jupyter Lab is automatically configured in that Anaconda cloud. Okay, and you can see this is that one you can see from here, so you can understand. So you can see the Jupyter notebook in the Anaconda cloud. This is the cloud interface, okay, and you can get all the things. And rest of the things are same. You just right click, you can click your notebook, you can click your own file, you can click your create your folder. So anything you can do. So I am just doing that first problem statement in that inside this notebook, okay? And you can see that carb.csv I already uploaded. Just you can upload from drag and drop features, okay? Any files you can just drag and drop over here and you can get and like card.csv, right? You just go and just drag, okay, copy, and you can see it will be dragged. So I have already the card.csv, so no need to drag this thing. So first, what we have to do? So as whatever I have discussed that we already understood, right? So matplotlib is the extensive libraries of the Python that is particularly responsible for the data visualization part. Okay, if you have the data visualization, many like line charts, graph, box plot, any model, any charts, okay, pie chart, any kind of chart. So you can refer the matplotlib. So you can see this is my notebook, and here I am going to create, and I am just going to add the coding and for the first problem statement. Okay, so first you can see this is the plus sign, so you can add one cell over here, and first what I'm going to do, first I'm going to import all necessary libraries. Okay, so import pandas as PD, then you have to import your matplotlib dot pyplot. It is already mentioned in the website. Okay, like you can go and you can see import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Okay, just copy it and just write, or you can also write from here. Okay, dot plt, and the numpy will be required, so that's why I am import the numpy as np. As of now, these three libraries I'm going to add it. Okay, and just press this button. So run the selected cell and advance. Either you can click shift plus enter. Okay, and then you can see the libraries are installed. There is no error, so that means it has been installed over here. There is no nothing is there. So there is very straightforward thing. You have to add all the things. Okay, next what I am going to do, I have to read this CSV file, right? So my all the story, all kind of things is surrounding this card.csv. So anyhow, first step you have to read with the help of pandas. Okay, so pandas is one library. So that is the reason I have added all the libraries first, and then I have to read the CSV file. So just make one comment, read car.csv file. Okay, you have to read this file. So car underscore tf, and then write pd.read underscore csv and your car.csv. Just select this car.csv file and copy the path. You no need to worry about the path. Okay, you just copy this path and just paste over here. Okay, so this is the path, or you can do directly from here. Okay, so card.csv, just run. You can see file not found error. So whatever the path was there, I have to copy. Okay, so accordingly, as per your folder, the path will be given. Okay, it not understood, that means the file not found error. You can see file not found error, so you have to add this path. So this is the path, and press shift enter. So 1 minute, I just do one thing. R.csv file is there. Now you can see this is my card.csv file, right? So actually I am doing this thing the different folder. Okay, so that is the reason it's not coming. It's my bad. So you have the card.csv file that I have to read. Okay, now first we have to read the first 5 rows. Read or display the first 5 rows of this data. So write car underscore df dot head. Okay, you can see the first 5 rows. So it start from the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the starting from the 0 index. So first 5 rows is there. Okay, and if I want to see that how many rows and columns are present in the data set. So how many rows and columns are present? This is very basic analysis. Okay, just understood the concept. Present in this data set. Just write car underscore df dot save. Okay, so this is 32 rows and 13 columns are present. And if I want to see the all columns name, how the columns name, okay, just write car underscore df dot columns. You can see this is the columns are present inside this data frame. Okay, yes, accordingly, like if you want to see the last 5 rows now, just go and copy this thing and just paste over there and display the last 5 rows. Accordingly, you have to write tail, and you can see it will come 27 to 31, 0 to 31. So 32 rows, right? And 13 columns are present. So it's tail. And if you want to see the specific columns, means row, specific row, right? I want to see display the 2 rows, last 2 rows. Okay, so last 2 rows, if I want to see, what you will do, you just write 2 over here. Okay, you have to pass the number and just press, so it will showing 30 and 31. Okay, this is very basic that analysis part. So you can get and you can understood the data first. Okay, and then we have to go the problem statement. And if I want to see the 5-point summary, right? 5-point summary of this data set. Okay, what I will do, so just copy car.df and dot describe. This is an attribute. Okay, you can see it will come, there is no data frame is showing, right? So if you want to see same thing with the data frame, so what you will do, you just copy this thing instead of attribute method, na? It's a properties dot describe, and this is the method. So you can see it will showing as a data frame. It's a data frame object. Okay. So this is the first. This is called the 5-point summary, where count, mean, standard deviation, 25 percentile, 50 percentile, 75 percentile is present on this respective each rows, each columns, right? So what is the value? So Python is given each and everything. You have to just call these methods, these attributes, okay? And you can get the data. Okay. Next is that, is there any null values present or not? No, guys, I am not. Problem statement I will come later, but before the problem statement, I have to just see what is the data, and you have to understand the data first, and then you can incorporate the charts, you can incorporate the machine learning algorithm, whatever you require. So in the data visualization also, first we have to understand the data, and then we are going to infer other things. Okay. So is how many null values are present? If I want to see, then car underscore df, okay, dot is null one method, and dot sum. So it will show. So as of now, you can see there is no only 3 in this QSEC, and 3 values are null. Okay, other than is rest of the things that there is no null value. Only this column has null value. Okay. Now, as of now, we have seen all the basic things, right? Next, what I have to do, so first, how much we have done? Start off incorporating card.csvs, generate a line plot graph for the column model and HP. So I have done this thing. Okay, and also rest of the thing that is not added in that problem statement, I also did these things. Okay, so that will help you. You just write, you just insert a cell below, just take one cell over here, and if you want to write as a heading, then you have to change the cell like markdown. But if you want to same cell, okay, and the drop down is present, if you want to write the code in the same cell, then code is by default present, right? Now I am to just add the markdown, means I have to just write. I'm not going to not going to perform the coding part over here. Okay, so start off incorporating this CSV file in Jupyter notebook. Okay, you can see it's treated as a heading. Okay, and take one cell. So comment and heading is very important, so others can understood, right? So that you have to keep in mind. So mark down and just take these things, like cut it and paste over here. Okay, so have to input all libraries. These 2 things are done, and along with that I have to display all of the how many first rows, the display the first 5 rows, display the last rows, everything is present over here. Okay, so as of now I hope that you can understood. Next, what I will do, I have to create one generated line plot. Okay, so for doing that I have already the matplotlib. Okay, so you have to write this thing plt dot figure. And this is your fig size 10, 6. Okay. Yes. So first you have to add the PLT plot. So plt.figure, and you have to add the fig size, means figure size. So what is does na, the area will be calculated of the plot. First you have to define that plot area. Okay, and then I have to write the code over there. Is there any question? So I am writing this thing, so you also understand. Fig size, you can say is a parameter. Okay, used to set the size of the figure. The size of the figure. Okay, the overall canvas. The overall canvas. Okay, in inches. So the unit is inches. Okay, it is often specified when creating a new figure. So I'm writing it is specified when creating a new using, this is the method plt dot, okay, and here you have to specify the, you have to specify the figure size. So that is the reason I have added the fixed range. Okay, so you can understand. Now I have to plot it. Now you have plt, same method, plot, plt dot plot, and first you have to mention the data source. What is my data source? car.df is my data source. Okay, this is your data source, and what they have told, generate a line plot graph for the column model and HP. So we have to see that model column is present or not, right? So I added the columns. Yes, so yes, so you can see when you add the columns, model is present over here. Okay, so just go and you have to take the model. Okay, so first you have to take the model, and then you have to take the HP. So two parameters or two arguments you have to pass over here. Okay, and you have to pass here HP. Okay, and others two parameters of the plot that you have to pass, that is marker is equal to this way marker. Okay, and line style everything is there in that official website. You can go and explore. I have also taken from there. Okay, I'm not going to add. These all are specified in the official documentation. Okay, so you have to paste the marker, line style, and you have to do. You have to press the color. Okay, color that is by default, or you have taken the green color, any color. You have to paste. Okay. Now you have to set the label and title. Now you have to set labels and title. So plt dot x label. Okay. What is the label? They have taken models of the car as models of the car. So just take models of the car, X label. Just copy this thing and paste here, and that is your Y label. Y label. What is my Y label? Y axis label. Y label means Y axis label, horsepower of the car, right? Just go and write horsepower of the car. Okay. Now, sorry, horsepower of the car, and then you have to display the plot. Display the plot. Okay. What you write? plt dot show. This is I have to display the plot. So in the plot, I have to supply my model column and HP column, and you have to add the plot. Okay. Just press Ctrl Enter, and you can see the graph is there, right? That model and car are added, but you can see in the x-axis level, na? So the names are overlapping, right? The titles are overlapping. We are not going to understand what is written. It's overlap, right? So we have to modify these things. Otherwise, this chart, nobody can understand what is written inside the X level, right? I'm not going to understand these things, right? So it's the overlapping. So we have to do some kind of things where your overlapping should be not there. Overlapping should not be there, okay? So what I'm doing, you have to rotate x-axis labels for the readability. What I'm doing, plt dot xtext, and you have to rotate. Rotation. Okay, and HA right means right side. Okay. Now again we have to run it. Now you can see the text now you can understood, right? And it is rotate 45 degrees in the right side, right? Now also be the chart are not looking very, for the better visibility purpose, I'm not going to consider it, because the data points, the labels are not present over there, right? And grid also be not present. So first, what I'm doing, I have to add some grid. Add some grid, okay? And add grid. And you have to remove the border. I don't want to add the border. Remove the border. What you will do, you just write plt dot grid true. Okay, and line style of the grid. Okay, and transparency is equal to 0.7. And also write plt dot gca dot points. If I will not write these things, so what will happen? You can see, grid are coming, right? Grids are coming, but border are not removed. So in order to remove this thing, I have to write this here dot top dot state underscore visible. That is false. Just copy this thing, paste over here, and that also be in the right side. Okay. Now again you have to run. You can see top and right side, this border is there. There is no border. Okay. I have to remove this thing. Now also I think the data points part are missing. So I have to add the data points. Okay. Otherwise you cannot understand. You also hover, there is no data points, right? So what I am doing, adding the data points with their values, you have to add the data points. Okay, how you have to add? So each data I have to take, that means for loop or inner loop I have to adding. Okay, so I txt in what this function does now. So it will be iterating all the things. Okay, for HP, because in the HP the data is there, the label. Okay, and just add HP, and you have to plt dot annotate one function or method. You can tell what I'm doing. I pass two arguments, means each index I'm to taking and text from this car df underscore hp from this column. Okay, so let's see what's are there inside the car.hp column. So this is the value, right? In the 0 index, 1 index, 2 index. So you have to plot this as the index wise, right? This value you have to plot over there, right? So you have to take one for loop and then you have to plot this annotate option and text txt, comma, you have to pass car underscore df. Okay, and model I, comma, car underscore df hp. Okay, I. So now we have to add the text coordinate. Okay, and then the value pointers will be coming. Now we have to annotate this function, right? So you have to provide the text and here you have to add. Now you can see our data points are there, right? So one by one it will take and it has plot the data points. Okay. Otherwise you can do, you have to add some kind of axis and then it will also be showing the text coordination part. Okay. So I just add over here the text coordination part and xy text in 0.10 axis 0,10. Okay, and then I hope that this is one bracket is extra. Text coordinate or there. 1 minute. The value and one bracket will be there. While text is 0 point comma. So you can see some syntax error is there. So I hope that some kind of, let me do one thing. I have this data point. Just copy this line. Yes, just copy this line. Everything is there. Copy this line and go and just add over here instead of this thing. Okay. Yes, this thing. So the text coordination is there and it will place in the center. Let's try to run this thing. Yes, so it will come. Actually, some kind means some bracket issue was there. Okay. Anyway, we can get this, right? So you can see 335109. It will all the data points, all the data labels are coming in the center part, right? So this is the first problem statement, and you have to adding, right? The charts and the whatever that normal line chart, line plot, okay, and coordination also be there. Now we have to show the second problem statement. So generate a bar plot, same data set, okay? We have to generate the bar plot and we have to map the curve and x-axis, okay? First, you have to understand, map the cars onto the x-axis, map the gear onto the y-axis, and you have to provide the x-axis label as number and y-axis label, that is the number of forward gears. Okay. So I hope now we have to create the bar chart. Okay. We have to create the bar plot, not the line plot. So line plot we have seen how we can do that. There are many concepts. There are many concepts that, but I am just using these two problem statement, so we can understand what I have to do. So let's take in the same file I have to do or different file. So this is the first problem statement. and I just write over here and just take one, just go and change it to the markdown cell. So this is my first problem statement. Okay. Next, what I will do, I will create my second problem statement because my data set is same. Okay. I have to do this thing in the same chart. Okay. Everything is same, only we have to create some bar plot instead of the line plot. No? So same thing, you have to do plt.figure and you have to add the fig size. Okay. Now we have to plot the bar. Now what I will do, we have to plot the bar. Simple concept, plt dot bar instead of plot plt dot plot, I have to add the bar plt dot bar. Okay. And here you have to provide your data set. What? Curve and gear, right? Curves and gear. So we have to see what the exact column name, and that is carb, CARB. Okay. Cardf dot columns, carb is there. You just go and take it carb, comma. You have to take car underscore df and you have to take it gear, the second column name. Okay. And you have to take color. This color you can take blue, and the alpha point, that is 0.7. Now plt dot x label, you know, x label in the x axis, what I have to write? I have to write the number of curves. Okay. I have to paste it. Now in the plt dot y label, just paste it there and do one thing, y label. You have to paste number of forwarded gears, the y-axis level, right? Y-axis level, this value you have to add. Okay. And you have to add the title. Here also I missed one thing in the first problem statement. Set the title, model names versus horsepower, and just write plt dot title. Yeah. Okay. So you can get it, model names versus horsepower. That I was missed out. And one more thing, that marker, any marker point, like it's rounded figure, right? If I add the plus sign, what will happen? You can see instead of 0 or markers of plus will come. Okay. Plus will come. So that is for the first problem statement. I forget to add the title. So this is the first plot chart is coming. And now same thing, I have to mention the title. because without title we cannot understand what I'm going to do in that part. So curves versus gear, right? This is my title. And now we have to display the plot bar. So what I'm write plt dot show. Now my basic chart bar plot is coming. That's okay. But I also do some kind of extra thing, like as per you can see our as per the weight the number of this value, the color will be added. So by default blue color is coming in each and every bar, right? So instead of that, if the value if I can do something extra, like I have the numbers, right? 8, 7, this number of curves. So with that, I can add some kind of weight. The color will be dynamically changed. These kind of things we can add, right? So what I can do, I just comment this section, okay, and just make one comment, define the color map. Color map I am going to create based on the WT color. Okay. So first I have to define the colors. plt.cm dot so this is one method, okay. cm dot or this method you have to add, and then np dot line space, okay, 0, 1, comma, you have to take the length, and that is car underscore df, and that is your wt. I have to check the wt columns are there or not. Yes, wt is there. You can see wt. Okay. So colors I've defined. I have to define the parts now. So same thing. Plt dot bar. You have to take plt dot bar and just copy this line. Plt dot bar. Okay. Copy this. Copy this line. Paste here. And instead of color blue, you have to mention these colors. Right? And alpha value that is there. And now we have to add the color bar. Legend I can add based on the WT value. Okay, C bar you can mention PLT dot color bar. You have to take the color bar as legend. Okay, PLT dot CM dot color color mappable. This function you have to take, okay, color mappable, and you have to add cmap is equal to dir is an orientation part that you have to take a right or left, okay, and then you have to write c bar dot set labels underscore label. This value you have to pass over here. You have to pass the weight. Okay. Now let's see, line 6. Oh. Okay, and I think oh, sorry, color. Left is not valid value orientation. I think vertical value will be there. Orientation part, that value should be vertical. Okay. Now you can see the weight will come and then the value will be. So colors will dynamically adding. Okay. Means I am not adding the blue color. Okay. Instead of blue, I have to take the weight parameters. Okay. In the weight columns is there, and we have to take the length and we have to adding the color bar, add the color bar legend based on the weight values. Whatever the values is there, I have to pass, and this value is dynamically present. I hope you can understand, and this is some small example, or you can say the problem statement that I have to show how we can create these kind of things. So before going to do any charts or value, you have to understand the data set. So that is the reason I have to showing the small analysis part. So in this way you can understand and how many columns are there, what is your label, what is the title you have to set, what is the data points, what is your marker. So everything is there, right? So you have to understand the data points and you have to understand the charts, and then you have to add. And for better visibility and for better knowledge, you can I refer to the matplotlib, where you can see each and every details over there, right? And also you can see this is the chart. I already created these things earlier, and you can see this is the first problem statement, that chart is there, and in the second problem statement that I have to merge in one file, because data and data labels means main data source is same card.csv, right? So that is the reason I have to take in the one file. So otherwise you can take different things. So same thing is there, and you can see, and also you can add the colors of your labels, right? So what you will do, you just take your color, right? I have to add this color. Okay. So just add the color over there. Title color set here. I have to set this color. Oh, sorry, you have to select this color of it, and that is red. Anything you can add, that's not a big deal, and you can get your labels color. The label will also be changed, and grid this part you can do these 3 lines. It is same thing. I also shown a grid. So same grid you have to add over here. So adding the grid, you can add this value, and yes, so your grid is there. So same thing I have done, and you can see, because I show this thing because here the charts are not coming very, means very small format is come, right? So instead of it's coming so big, so you can understand. Okay, so this is the thing that I have done. And if you have any queries, so please let me know, and then we have to explore more. And thank you for joining the session. Thanks. And we just close the session. And please subscribe my channel. I will, and in this way we can learn and grow together. So I request each and everyone. So please subscribe my channel, and you can get more content over there and joining the session. Thank you everyone.